Hello. Um, okay, so it's been a little while since I've done a video, or a few weeks, and um, I haven't had a lot of time. So I have done some work on the project, but I thought I'd try something different just so I could get a video out and sort of share what I've been doing. Although this one might be a little bit of a different flavor because when I sat down to do it, I kind of realized I haven't done like a recap of everything that's kind of happened over the past, like, I guess 6 to 12 months, where I started doing a bit more work on this project because I mean it was just kind of like a hobby thing for the longest time. Um, and yeah, I've just like over time started to put more into it and build out more features, and it's kind of interesting seeing people like react to it on YouTube, and I don't know, I'm just having a lot more fun with it. So anyway, I thought it's always been really incremental. Every video is kind of like, oh, we're adding this, I added this and added this, and you know, I've never kind of like stopped and went like, oh, this is all the stuff that's kind of like made its way in over the past period. So anyway, I thought I'd do that now. So I mean, you can kind of see like the graphical style is very much Minecraft, and that's no accident. I was When I first started looking at this, Minecraft was out, and I really enjoyed it. I was playing a lot of Minecraft with my friends when I was at uni, and I really like the idea of like building with bricks, like these discrete things, and building these big castles and pyramids and all kinds of stuff. But I guess the thing that I was really interested in when I was doing it was it'd be cool if I could make vehicles and move them around. And it kind of like, it's obvious that things with wheels probably aren't going to work awesome. But I've got an interest outside of programming in astronomy and space and physics and that kind of thing. And I kind of like naturally started to think like, wouldn't it be cool if you could like build on the surface of a planet and then maybe build a spaceship and then fly into orbit and maybe visit other planets or other stars or whatever. um so I mean, that's kind of like the grounding for it. It's never supposed to have been a real game, so there's no real game design document. But then maybe I'm getting to the point where I need something like that to kind of like guide my decision making, so I know what to do next and all that kind of thing. But anyway, for now I don't. So it's kind of just like being free form. I just prioritize whatever's the most fun to work on and just do it that way. So I mean, all the basic stuff that you see in Minecraft is kind of here. Like, you can collect and place blocks. There's an inventory, so you can look at your inventory. That's the dirt that I just picked up. Yeah, as you like collect stuff, you'll see it show up in your inventory. I guess there's interaction with blocks as well. So like if I take this chest and I go and ponk it over here, it'll have nothing in it when I first open it, but I can go and stick stuff in it. Yeah, and then if I come back later, like there'll be stuff in it. I think there was some other chests I noticed before over here, but yeah, that you can go and look at them. And oh, this one contains quite a bit of stuff actually. Not sure about you. Yeah, similar stuff. But yeah, basically, you can place down chests and interact with them. The other things that you can interact with are, I guess, pilot controls. So you can build ships. It's kind of pretty basic at the moment. There's no concept of like engines or anything like that. It's really just a platform and a platform and a control panel, and that's about it. So if I place down in here, I'm not totally sure why that gets placed below the surface, and then the collision algorithm kind of pushes it out of the surface. But anyway, that's something I need to fix. Yeah, basically I can build a platform here. If I build yeah, if I build a platform here, and then I can jump onto it. So you see the ocean all disappears when I do that, and the reason is because there's some, I'd say, optimization, but it's actually not. There were some graphical glitches, and so I stopped rendering transparent blocks on bodies that are not the I guess body of influence for the player at the moment. So right now, the ship underneath me, so this other thing that I've built, that's the body of influence for the player, and so like all of the physics is calculated around this platform. But like if I jump off here and onto the ground, now you can see like all the transparent waters is back again. Yeah, because the planet is the body of influence. But anyway, so I can jump back up on here. So if I place down, I'm not sure why that, I've got some frustum culling going on there, and it's a bit funny, not working quite right. But anyway, okay, so now we've got our platform. I placed down a control panel, which is facing the wrong way because I've been messing with that over the last couple of days. Can I interact with that? What's going on? Just make a bit more room. That's better. Okay, so now I'm on a platform and I'm in pilot mode. So I've like interacted. You can't see that there's a control panel here because I've been messing around with the texturing on the blocks, and the left and the right are flipped at the moment. But anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, so now we can take off. Whoop. Yeah, so we built a ship on the surface and now we've taken off. Keeps my frustum culling stuff is definitely a bit weird. I need to look into that, but anyway. Yeah, and so this was kind of one of the things that I always wanted to do, is like you could fly away from the surface of the planet. Ugh. Oh, anyway, I can fix that later. Yeah, and if there's a ship somewhere here, I'll go and kind of rendezvous. The symbols on the screen are a little bit like what you get with Kerbal Space Program, I guess, where like that green thing in the middle is kind of where the ship's pointed, so like where thrust will be applied. And then the yellow ones that are moving around, they're kind of like the velocity. So I'm not sure. Yeah, so that's our prograde velocity. You can see it coming around because I'm like trying to head in the direction of this other ship that we can see. And there's a retrograde indicator on the other side. You can't see it. It's like directly behind us. Try and match velocities with this guy. See if we can jump over onto that other ship. Whoa. Yeah. So now, if I jump out of pilot mode and then I sort of fly away. So now that's my little platform, the ship that I was on, but we might go over to this one. Whoa. A bit tricky because they're orbital mechanics, so the controls don't do exactly what you think they will do, and they're like, yeah, little bits of thrust in certain directions, and then you have momentum in different directions. So it's a little bit hard to control at the moment. I think I kind of want to make that more fun over time. But anyway, okay, so now we're on another ship, which is kind of cool. I guess the next thing I could show is like if we go land on another planet. So what I can do for that, we can go and shoot off over to here. So you can see my prograde indicator coming around. I've got that nav ball down in the bottom. I don't know if I like that. I've sort of been, I built it and it never really pointed in the right direction. And then I don't know, I don't find it that useful. I kind of decided that I like this idea of like having the indicators on the screen, so I can, I can see how far I am from the body of influence the ship has, see my retrograde direction and my prograde direction. I thought you could do the other ones like normal and anti-normal and that kind of stuff, but I don't know. It's probably not important for now. I think like retrograde and prograde is probably enough. yeah, they can like fly to another planet, go into the atmosphere. It sort of figures out which one's the closest, and then that becomes the body of influence, and that's like where all your gravity and stuff will come from. So we should just about be in range of this planet, I would say. There we go. Now start slowing down. Well, we need to start slowing down quite a little bit more. You can see like it's starting to load in chunks from the server for this planet. Oh. Oh. And, well, it's a bit of a hard landing, but anyway. All right, stop piloting that now. Or on a bit of an angle. Okay. So the physics for the ships and stuff is not awesome at the moment. It kind of like it just zeroes out the velocity when the ship is intersecting with the surface. So I don't know. It kind of is what it is. I think I'd like to add decent physics, but I have to sort that out myself. You can probably see that the frame rate's quite a lot higher on this planet too. I guess there's no transparency, and it's also quite a lot smaller of a planet. So, I mean, yeah. On the bigger one that I showed just before, with OBS running and everything else while I'm like trying to record, it's like pretty chunky. It doesn't go super fast. I think that's mostly everything that kind of got. Trying to think, all the terrain generation and stuff is pretty boring at the moment too. So most things that I've put in are kind of like proof of concept, like building the ships. There's no thing around engines or anything like that, and like breaking and placing blocks. There's no real gameplay. There's no like mining mechanic, and there's no crafting yet. None of that stuff. I think where I've been focusing, because it's like from scratch and there's not much of there's no game engine that I'm using. It's just sort of home built. Yeah, I'm pretty much like building up all the capabilities so that I can start to build it into a game. And I think I'm getting to that point now. I probably do need physics. Like this stuff looks pretty ridiculous. But you know, it's getting there. It's definitely getting a lot better. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it kind of like, yeah, get to that next level where I can start designing gameplay instead of like, you know, pretty much what I've been doing lately, which is it's really just capability build, I guess, which is, I don't know, it's still fun. That's why I started the project, just to learn about OpenGL and OpenGL and collision detection, and you know how 3D games work, how multiplayer games work. I think that's probably the most fun part, is like building out multiplayer. And I'm looking forward to, that's my next milestone, is I really want to like hold a multiplayer game over the internet, and see if some friends can, I guess, play the game, like, and see where everyone is and sort of interact. Because there is, I did chat somewhere. It might not work. I haven't even looked for a long time, but there is like a chat functionality in the game, and yeah. Anyway, I think that's about it. Thanks for watching if you made it this far. Probably a little bit of a boring video. Hopefully I've got some more exciting stuff to show soon, but yeah, there's a lot of not very visual changes that I've been doing lately when I do get the time. So looking forward to sharing more of that, but thanks for watching. If you're watching, let me know if you like this format of video better than the other format of video, because I mean, it's kind of easier to just get on here and talk, but I don't know how exciting it is. Yeah. Thanks for watching.